Previously on the Mahatma Show. On Tattoo of the Week. Nom. Nom. Crack is whack, yo! Nom. And now, the conclusion.
It's the Mahatma Show.
What the hell? I mean, this thing actually works? Hi, this is more shameless self-promotion for my most recent book, Clearinghouse by Mahatma Randy. That's me down there. Also, contrary to popular suspicion, this is not the C-19 virus. It's not. It's just a 50s thing, coincidental. Anyway, I'm going to read you a couple of reviews from Amazon, and you should buy my book because it's in the links below, and I need money. First one is by DJ Rout. This is another collection from a fine writer of short stories. They range from novellas about the space race to charming vignettes in collaboration with the author's son. The standout stories are Jonah's Second Wind and Coast Guard, two very moving stories about the value of space exploration and the importance of personal sacrifice. In particular, Coast Guard shows a fine grasp of military and management idiom, with the action intercut with NASA memoranda, imitating their style as well as anything in Andy Weir's The Martian. The best parts of this collection are the interstitial pieces, frame 1 through frame 5. The mechanism provides a way for the author to intersperse his own conclusions about his work while keeping the interests of the reader who's interested in fiction. The idea of inventing a fan who can ask questions of the author and make him consider his writing in an objective way, and I hope to see this emulated by other writers in their collections, a collection that rewards attention in a way that few others do. 4 out of 5 stars. And this one is from Robert Sutherland. 5 out of 5. Clearinghouse may be Randall Schonz's last book. It's a decision that he faces head-on as he wraps up a handful of stories that were left unfinished for various reasons throughout his writing career. As he finishes these in a clearinghouse of sorts, he reflects a little on what it costs to be a writer, in a way that is not self-serving or egotistical, but frank and honest. The truth is, he may be going a little sane. Lies. And the stories? Wow. If you like alternate histories, his Apollo cycle is probably the best I've ever read. It feels authentic in ways nearly every other alternate history gets wrong. There's no Mary Sue, except for a brief one that he owns up to. There's nothing there that couldn't or wouldn't have happened in the 60s through 80s if one key event had occurred. The other stories range from dark explorations of humanity to stepping into a hopeful and yet uncertain future. I didn't necessarily love all of the stories. I don't think that's possible, honestly. But the ones I did love made this definitely worth the pocket change that the book costs. The Apollo cycle needs to be a movie. Seriously. Why, thank you, Ian. Anyway, those are 2 reviews for my book. Link below. Buy the thing. I'm old. I may not write anything again. I haven't really decided yet. But thank you for your time and attention. And, you know, the lockdown is still on in some parts of the U.S., so you really have nothing better to do than read stuff by another author that you've never heard of. Thank you.